Tonight's Democratic presidential debate, seen right here on CBS 11, became a political free-for-all at times. The candidates set their sights and went on the attack against the front-runner, as expected, Bernie Sanders. Our political reporter Jack Fink in studio with the highlights in case you missed anything tonight. There was a lot going on.
Yes, there was, Doug. The Democratic candidates came out swinging against Bernie Sanders. They wanted to stop his momentum after a big win in Nevada and keep him from taking South Carolina Saturday and the Super Tuesday states, including Texas, next week. They went after Sanders for posing a risk to Democrats if he's nominated, his years in the Senate, and his costly programs.
And do something for the people of America instead of a bunch of broken promises that sound good on bumper stickers.
Bernie, in fact, hasn't passed much of anything.
Bernie and I agree on a lot of things, but I think I would make a better president than Bernie.
It adds up to 4 more years of Donald Trump, Kevin McCarthy as Speaker of the House, and the inability to get the Senate into Democratic hands.
Bernie will lose to Donald Trump, and Donald Trump and the House and the Senate and some of the state houses will all go red. For the next 20 or 30 years, we're going to live with this catastrophe.
Of the last 50 polls that have been done nationally, Mr. Bloomberg, I beat Trump 47 of those 50 times.
Done that.
Also came under attack from Warren about his company's workplace, but unlike last week, he had an answer and dismissed her criticism. And Doug Biden predicted that he is going to win South Carolina and the African-American vote. He's called that his firewall state. So if he doesn't do well there on Saturday, voters here perhaps are going to start looking elsewhere for other moderate Democratic candidates.
Yeah, it will be a big weekend, to say the least.
Oh, yes.
Jack
We'll
Fink,
be watching.
Thank you very much for bringing us up to speed on what happened tonight.